everyone, here is the next part, the third part of the He's a Pirate Easy Piano tutorial, which is the main theme from Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. I'm going to assume that you've watched the first two tutorials now, so I'm just going to whiz through the last little bit of the second tutorial, so we're up to date, and then we're going to add on the next little section. So you will have just had that should sound familiar if you've watched the first two tutorials. So here is the next bit. In the right hand, you're going to have D, F and an A. So D minor chord. Three of those, really choppy, really staccato. And then what you're going to do the fourth time, is you're going to move your A to a B flat. And then you're going to come back. So you've got... And then you're going to move down one step to a C and a G. C, E and a G, which is a C major chord. You've got three of those. Actually, you've got four. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to move on the fourth, well on the fifth, sorry, on the fifth chord, you're going to move your top note up one. So from the top you've got... Then the first one again. And then it's going to change for one bar. You're going to have B flat, D and a G, then move to D and an F, E and a C, F, A and a D. So that is, I imagine I'm sort of climbing down the stairs there. That might not make any sense to you, but in my mind that helps. So if I play that really slowly for you guys, you've got D, F and A, up to B flat and back, C, E and G, up to an A, and then repeat the first one, and then B flat, D and G, D and F, C sharp and E, F, A and D. Really, really simple left hand. Yay, it's coming up. So you're going to have D, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one up to the D above and back, then down to a C, same rhythm, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to a C and back to the D again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up and back, and then you've got B flat, G, A, D, and that is going to go with, yeah, so you want to get that in your mind. This took me a while to get when I first looked at this piece, I don't know why. If I put that whole thing really, really slowly together, you're going to have this. One more time for you guys before we add on the next bit, and then you can skip back and look at this. So you've got... See, I pause a bit there because my brain can't cope, but you just want to practice it. You'll probably be fine, it's probably just me. Here's the next little bit of the theme. This is the bit I love. It goes like this, okay, so remember this is a tutorial that I've simplified from the original score so that as many people as possible can play it. So although there might be a load of chords in here in the original piece, this is just so that you can get the simple version, not simple but simpler, so you can really get into playing it really quickly. It goes like this. D, E, F, G, A, G, F, E, F, G, A, G. I'll play that again for you. The next bit, F, G, A, G, F, E, F, E, D, E, C, D. Yeah, that's what we're looking at the minute. I'll play that whole thing nice and slowly for you guys. And all I'm going to do is give you the left hand chords that go with that, okay? So it's going to be D minor, D, F and A, down one step to C, E and G, up to F, A and C, and then back to C, E and G, and then back to F, A and C, and back to C, E and G. Now here I'm going to give you two options of how to play the left hand here. First one is if you're a little bit not sure about doing any sort of broken chords with the left hand. So here's the first one, which is just, you're just playing block chords. Okay, so you'd have this. And that last chord is D, F and A, D minor, okay. So that's if you're thinking, not too sure about how it's going to move. I'll just call out the chords as I play them. D minor, C major, F major, C major, F major, C major, D minor. Now, if you're thinking, I could put in some broken chords, I'm fine with that. This is what I would do. I'll play you it first, have a listen. And all I'm doing there is playing bottom, middle, top, middle, top, middle. All the way through. I'm going to put these chords below, in the box below, so no one panic at this point. Cool, so those are your two options. That's the first half of it. The second bit, you're going to move your right hand. Remember how in the second tutorial we talked about moving your hand up an octave? We're going to move. So instead of starting here, we're starting here. And your right hand's going to play this. And those notes are D, E, F, G, F, G, A, G, F, D, D, E, F, G, A, B flat, D, G, D and F, G, E, D, A and F. So I'll play that one more time nice and slowly for you without me blabbing on. Wait a minute, one more time. What the left hand is doing is D minor chord again, D, F and A, down to C, E and G again, up to F, A and C again, then you're moving to B flat, D and F, B flat major, back to D minor, up to G minor, G, B flat and D, D minor, D, F and A on its own, D, F and A. If you're doing the simplified block chords, it would sound like this. If you're doing the broken chords, it will sound like this. With A on its own, because you can't do a broken chord with one note, and then I'd do a block chord for that very last one. I hope that's made sense. What I'll do is I'll start the next, which is probably going to be the last tutorial, hopefully. I'll start the next one by playing through the whole of this one so you guys can just recap it. But for now, just skip back over that, make sure you've got it in your hands. Any questions or queries, drop me a message. I will put the left hand chords and the order for that bit in the description box below. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.